highly, because here we go. I'll get back to that, Ethan.
Ethan again, this one deeper, driving through this barrel, second section for Ethan Ewing, and that is building upon his performance here. Ethan Ewing kicking out there.
My name is Ethan Ewing and I'm from North Stradbroke Island in Australia. Being on the championship tour is really important for me. It's kind of something that I've always worked towards ever since I was young. Yeah, it's everything I think about, and I've always been kind of competitive. I don't know, just trying to like test myself against the best guys and always working at it. It's kind of like never ending and it just takes up all my time, so really special. My routine at home is pretty simple. Usually try and get up pretty early. I'll get a coffee with some friends and then, yeah, go surf. Pretty much every day I'll be surfing or training, so yeah, I love it. I'd probably have to say my favourite location is J Bay in South Africa. I first went there when I was maybe 15 or 16, and the first time I went there I loved it, and the waves incredible, and I'd have to say the best day of my life would definitely be when I won there. Surfing pumping waves against the best guys in the world was really crazy, and my dad was there, and just to come in after I won and see my dad there, he was crying and couldn't talk properly. So much work went into that, and then yeah, to finally win a tour event was something I'll never forget. This year I'm most excited about just trying to do better at each event. I'm just really excited to just try and be a better surfer, a better competitor, and also just try and have fun along the way. There's so many cool places that we get to go, and so I think that's another big thing that I kind of want to do better at, is just take it all in and enjoy all these amazing places we get to go to. When I was a young kid, all I wanted to do was just watch surf movies, and I had my favourite guys, and that was kind of one of my favourite things to do. So I just hope I'm like one of those people that people like love to watch my surfing, and yeah, I just hope my surfing excites people and hopefully it looks good.
The wind does funny things around Varao, and sometimes it can come and feel like it's a west wind. Here we go, somebody.
Important wave for Ethan Ewing, needs a 5.61. We see that red jersey pop out.
Well,
and he celebrates with his hand in the sky. World number 3 has not clinched his spot yet. Very crucial wave for Ethan Ewing.
That's a big number. That's easily the score.
Not wanted a piece of it really. So Ethan taking advantage, a smaller wave here, but slides in and almost goes too high, but gets his line right, rides over the foam ball there and gets the clean exit. So a smaller wave, but longer, just threading the needle here. He was gone out of vision for quite some time there. So, you know.
Crosby starting to hold his breath. Next turn goes to Ethan Ewing. Whips it quickly, hammers it, and then throws a vertical climb to shut it down. His worst score in this heat's a 7.
That's gone.
Counting a couple of big 8s, and Ethan Ewing is just getting better and better in front of our eyes, Pete.
Yeah. Hey, there's still opportunity with Ethan having priority in this minute and a half remaining. Here he goes. He's having a swing.
Needs a 7.94 for a spot in the quarterfinals. Ewing, big wrap to start. Hard off the bottom, belts it with a beautiful layback carve. Drives into the pocket again, a solid front side down carve hack. And he'll drill that end section. 3 massive maneuvers. Silver Pro G-Land opening round of competition getting started. Ethan Ewing wearing the red jersey, the top seed on a wall at Groningen. And look at that big backside hack to start. Throws down the carve, slamming on the brakes, pulling into the cylinder. Ethan Ewing gets the exit. Driving back into the power source, belting it off the lip line. Ewing sneaks out of the end section.
Does not change his situation, but the other 2 surfers may have with Ethan Ewing now. 4th wave of the set. Gliding through, snapping, flowing. Big spray towards the end, punching the lip, kicking out the back foot. Ethan Ewing is going to change the situation.
I'm like, yeah, that was gnarly. That was the best surfed wave of the event, hands down, in my opinion. I mean,
not as many bobbles when we got to see those two exchanges on the replay.
And that's part of the speed, power, and flow element.
Ethan here, wave number 3. That's the power part, Pete. Check this out.
Oh,
that's the flow there of Ethan Ewing. And one more time, speed, power, flow. You talked about it, Pete.
Yeah,
you just showed it to us.
Again, I mean, he's just an extra. I hate that adjective, but it is. It's exactly what it is. And
during the interview, Pete, one of the best rides we've seen during the entire event by this young man from Stradbroke Island.
And it's just that he does those turns on the outside so easy, but there's just water flying everywhere. And again, a big, deep barrel, and he did not disappoint through this performance section once again, getting some release out of the fins. Up and over, trying to mix up the angles of approach, gets the little pop reverse, spins out of it straight into the barrel. Watch this again. The nose pokes, everything shifts forward, and then centers back over the stringer, spins around, and then glides right into this deep little inside pocket barrel. And he's going to get the finish too with the big arcing carve, which is what he's known for. This is going to be a big number. Great start for Ethan Ewing. So precise in his approach. Everything placed in the right spot, the arms placed in the right spot, big hook all the way back into the pit, underneath. Nice work for Ethan Ewing. Oh, they're claiming not going to be complete, and I believe they're right.
Loving his own work. Absolutely. As Ethan, in response, digs hard there, very committed. Turn to kick this right off, backing it up now with a nice sequence of turns. This is looking like excellent stuff from the Queenslander. That first turn, I mean, just when you think it's all smooth, syrupy stuff, he just pushed hard on that tail. Predicted pulse in the energy, the swell lines, as we have a look at Ethan on the replay.
Whoa, up and over that grindy little section, around again, just slicing and filleting this wave to pieces. Another roundhouse hook right back up into the power source. And a fourth turn. Bangs it, comes through to the inside, finishes well.
He literally almost fell right there. His back foot came off the pad, and he was able to get it back on. He almost hit it, too.
Ethan Ewing rolls in, snaps off the top there. One more time, look at the rail work by Ethan Ewing. Coming around here, and a dynamic, powerful finish. Rides out from the whitewater. Double E is on fire.
Gotta love an exchange where you get to see the punch. I mean, that was... distinct difference in my eyes. You can feel it. You felt those turns. You know.
World champ Pete Mel and the 11-time world champion Kelly Slater, and we're going to see Ethan Ewing get things started first here, having some kind of year, but still chasing that elusive first championship tour win. You'd have to like his chances here at Jeffreys Bay. He's got a nice clean wall standing up here, big hook off the top. Nice power and acceleration out of that turn as he goes now to the layback jam, on his way to a very solid start here in the semis. And the conditions only improving here on finals day as Ethan takes this one way down the line. And it looks like it's going to line up for a bit more on this final section too as he drives up into the lip and hangs on to the finish. Kelly Slater, that was impressive.
That's such good surfing. I don't know.
Reposition himself because it looks like he's spelling out kind of by Italo right there. And Ethan up and riding.
Wow, big first turn from Ethan Ewing. Getting out in front, laying the rail. Nice clean wrapping cutback. Last year's runner-up in the world has the flow. Nice chip on that section and lights up the finish. Cool tempo, nice.
Kaya Belly has we'll come back to that in a minute. He's Ethan Shannon.
Live action with a powerful opening carve. Great snap for the second turn. Working his way through to the inside, looking really connected to his equipment, feeling really relaxed as he rides through to this inside section. And he'll put the backup score to that.
And Ewing's been working on being on the best waves of matchups. Looks like he's got a solid wall now. The Australian deep on this one. Now setting that bottom turn, going right to the lip. Beautiful frontside arc. Back to the open face. Big whip in the pocket. Punches the rebound. Nice and tight wrap and finishes with a fourth maneuver. Can he ride away? Yes, he does.
Ethan Ewing who's dropped down to second place in this heat since we've come back from that break. He wants to get back up in the lead. On his way, finishes.
So much variety, Pete.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, again, back out to the card, the release, comes out of it, no worries, into another beautiful section, little a different angle in the approach, and again, a big layback snap to finish, and somehow was able to climb that whitewater again.
Got a little off tempo actually at the end of that wave and went down. Ethan Ewing right behind him, slicing through there, that on the DHD surfboard of choice for Ethan Ewing. Big snap there. Patient in his approach, another big snap off the top. Hangs on the bottom before unleashing yet another carve. Whitewater, no problem for Ethan Ewing. And he's going to find multiple sections on this long-running cobblestone point. Ewing with the finish and the completion.
As it stands right now, Ethan Ewing is in the lead. And he's sitting on the highest single wave score of the entire event, a 9.2 for Ethan Ewing. Now he's out for more.
Can you do it again?
Big turn right there. So far, so good. You just watch the subtleties, watch the arms, watch the placement. I mean, even all the way down to his elbows just being low to his side, everything in its proper place. Beautiful, powerful, precise surfing from Ethan Ewing. And still going, this wave just offering him up endless opportunity. Big slam to finish. So he's looking to replace a 4.17, make room on the scoreboard for that last wave from Ethan Ewing.
Robinson, who set the pace early on with an 8.17 and found a 5.33 to back that up. Some movement here. Well, Ethan's got that priority and a good-looking wall standing up, draws off the bottom, straight into a beautiful hook, and drops back down the face, climbs back into the open water again, goes to that rail and now looks to set up a huge finish and absolutely drives a nail into the end section.
And that last series of 4 turns was spectacular. And here we go. Ethan Ewing on the outside, McGillivray on the inside. All surfers going maximum overdrive right now. Perez on the inside, excuse me, as you see Ethan Ewing now winding things up, hoping for this wave to form up. Perez's last wave, a 3.33. We'll see if he can improve on that as Ewing sliding through to the inside section. Just such a nice surfer to watch. And so, I keep thinking of the word precise when I think of Ethan Ewing. When you match precision with power and technique, you get really the complete package, which is what this kid is right now.
And this looks like the replay of Ethan Ewing's first wave. Jams it off the first hit, streaking down the line. Have a go at the speed here. Still more momentum down the line and just throws absolutely everything. The kitchen sink at this final section. And the big layback hammer to finish things off.
Carlos Munoz, also a father and a husband. Great Costa Rican family. Here we go, Ethan Ewing. Beautiful gouging turn from Ethan around the corner again. Flawless on the rails, connecting. Keeps it clean for the finish. Throwing the tail, throwing some fins. Getting that finish, a dynamic finish, high risk. And that was what we expected from Ethan Ewing. The body mechanics, the technique, it all comes into play for the 24-year-old out of North Stradbroke, Australia.
Here, and before he made a name for himself, I'll get back to that story because we got a replay here of the opener of Ethan Ewing, bangs it off the top there, and of course, just the body mechanics and the overall approach by Ethan Ewing.
Wait for that score. It comes in at 5.67. Live action here. This is Ethan Ewing. Another Aussie. Smooth approach, beautiful top turn there, great timing, back up in the lip again, excellent timing for Ethan Ewing, and a nice finish. So solid surfing. He waited a while to take off, 10 minutes to take off on that wave, but he made it worth it. Ethan Ewing, former championship tour surfer.